Like step towing son, isn't it?
Hello everybody and welcome back to our little channel. Just literally got into the woods, just shutting the car up now. We're going to walk through. Only a few little plans today. The big gas bottles that you see dotted about everywhere, we're going to drag them to this front area. Possibly put them over near the asbestos somewhere just over there, just so they're out of the way. Make it a little less of an eyesore. We're not here long today, so I don't know how long or short this video is going to be. Got my partner in crime with me again here today, with all his bags and his MREs with him. We might put the fire on, make a couple of baked potatoes. I apologise for not showing the cooking yesterday. It's just everything happened so quick, you know, you're keeping busy. And yeah, by the time that storm came in, which was a good thing we got out of here, because literally as soon as we got in the car, it started sideways raining. So
we really only just made it. Really.
Yeah, we were actually quite lucky that we got away when we did. So yeah, it was kind of batten down the hatches and no time to film B-roll and stuff. But today, as I say, we've got a few little things planned. Gas bottles, we're going to try and find them all. I'm just looking to see where they all are. I think there's half a dozen at least. We're just going to drag them all to the entrance, maybe cook a baked potato. Just spend a couple of hours Sunday in here, just relaxing really. Thanks for all the comments and everything on yesterday's video. Really do appreciate it. Thanks to all the people who are coming on board and watching what we're doing with this woodland. You can probably pick up on all the things around us. But yeah, let us get started. I'll film you in a little bit of footage. There's one of them gas bottles there, look, big one. And yeah, I'll fetch you back when interesting stuff's going on. Right folks, right everybody, we've just had a little bit of a team meeting. Leon's going to just work on the fireplace, making it a little bit smaller, just so it gets a better draft. My phone's going already, people know I'm in the woods. We've been around and collected a load of metal just here. Loads of old barrels and tins. I think they were feeding buckets for the animals that were in here at some point. But yeah, there's no bottoms left in them, so that can go with the gas containers down to the front, which I'm going to crack on with while Leon's working there. Then I'm going to come and try and tidy up this area here. Can you see where all these trees are all overgrown and bent over? Just over there. It was the same here until I cut them all back. We want a little bit of an overhang, but we don't want them totally over so you can't get under there. Can you see that? So I'll probably go in and cut these back a little bit and just make it a clear walk through. And just generally just keep tidying up. That's the plan. I don't know how much or how little of this you guys want to see. So I'll film a little bit of it, but I'm not going to bring you along for the whole ride, because I'm sure you'll appreciate all this filming does take quite a lot of time. And it's time I should be cleaning up and not filming. But there's a gas bottle over there, there's a couple just over there, there's a small one just there. The engine parts will get dragged out. Any big bits of metal, basically, I'm going to take down to the entrance. But yeah, I'll set the camera up down there and I'll drag a few and show you the pile growing of all the metal I'm going to be dragging there. Alright guys. Alright everybody, that's them three just there. They're the only three I can see at the moment, so that's where we're going to stop with them. I'll fetch all the little pots, pans, all the other bits. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Not used to lifting them. And just stack them up behind, so all the rest of the metal will stack up behind. Then it's ready for scrap man to come get when we find one. Right, everybody, Leon's done a marvellous job on the fireplace. He's brought it in a little bit. He's made this cover over the top. He actually did the cover yesterday, but he's just brought it in a little bit because he's got a fireplace at home, and it draws a lot better than this one was drawing. So totally unprepared for this. I've not even brought a bushcraft knife. I've got Leon's knife in my hand here just to scrape my fire steel and get it going. So what I'm going to do, not brought an axe, not brought anything, is I'm going to put a bed of wood down just so I've got somewhere to put my cotton wool ball. So all very rough today, guys. So if it doesn't work, today is going to be the day it doesn't work. So I've got loads of wood and everything just underneath the tripod what the camera's sat on. So that's that. Cotton wool balls. I have got my fire kit with me. I need to put a little knife in there really, just so I've always got something to scrape my fire steel with. Just grab my stuff, saw the weather, and I messaged Leon saying, shall we go out and play? Do you want to come out and play in woods? Go on. So yeah, there's our cotton wool ball, just there. I'll put it where you can see it. I didn't show the fire lighting and everything yesterday, incidentally, because I just used a lighter. I cheated yesterday, but speed was of the essence yesterday. This one doesn't seem to be soaked with very much, so we'll see how we get on. But there's our cotton wool ball. Can you see that? Camera's refusing to focus. It's focused on the fireplace. No worries. You do what you want. Let's check Leon's knife out, see if it's got scraping potential. Whoa! Second try. Look at that. Yep, that scrapes good. Leon's been really good. He's chopped up all the little sticks and everything underneath for me to chuck straight on. A little bit close that, don't want to smother it straight away. Let's get some really fine stuff on. Those cotton wool balls have never let us down before. I don't think they'll let us down this time either. Just taking my time as usual. Reason we're lighting this, incidentally, is because Leon's brought a couple of potatoes. He's just wrapped them in a bit of silver foil behind the camera, and we're going to chuck them on and bake some potatoes. Here's one we prepared earlier. Here's another. It's like Blue Peter. Is Blue Peter still on?
You know, I'm not sure.
Hey, comments below. Is Blue Peter still on? I don't really watch terrestrial TV, so I don't really know.
Does it still exist?
Does it still exist? Can you still get a Blue Peter badge?
And is the tortoise still alive?
Oh, the tortoise. Oh, good question.
Because, you know, they live forever, don't they?
Maybe we should just Google it.
Let them Google it.
Give them something to do. But yeah, that'll light. No worries at all. Just let it go in. It, yeah, as I said before, it downpoured yesterday, so no doubt a lot of this is a little bit damp. So yeah, we'll give it a few seconds and it should fire up. No, there you go, that one's bubbling there, bubbling a load of water, so yeah, there's our problem right there. As I say, we're not in the landy again, we're in Leon's car. In the back of the landy I have loads of dried pine wood. I don't think there's any danger of that going out.
No.
So I think I'm going to flick the camera off quickly. We've got a roof! Not much work going on today, guys. We've kind of built a little temporary roof out of a tarp, just because we just fancied doing something more pleasure and less work. We've not really played in here since we've come in. We've just grafted, so today was kind of a little bit of a relaxed day. And now we're just having a baked potato, some hot sauce, and a coffee each. So yeah, it's
Baked potato.
fire. Can you see that fire? See how it's drawing up that chimney now? Drawing it right through. We just used, I haven't brought an axe today, so we used my my parang, I think they're called, and a huge log to split a few logs. We can't now take a beating them parangs. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling a little bit. We threw these in the fire before.
Wow, that's yummy.
Oh mate, it's cooked to perfection.
Isn't it like mashed potato inside?
Almost as if we timed it. Almost as if we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I was going to say. We know what we're doing.
Look at that roaring now, mate.
It's looking better than the one I've got at home.
Bit of hot sauce on there. We're kind of trying to turn this into a little, well, you'll know by the comment on the videos, we're trying to turn it into a little bit of a base camp. This is kind of going to have bare essentials, so if we get here, we've always got teas, coffees, all stored here. We're being very trusting, but we're never going to leave anything expensive here. I don't mind, you know, buying a couple of coffees and leaving them in the woods, and as long as we've got some way of lighting a fire, which in theory you should always have on you anyway, you can make yourself a brew, or you know, a pot noodle or something. And if anybody does come in and take your pot noodle or your pack of coffees, you know, all the best to them. Merry Christmas. It's not really a massive expense, we're not bothered. Just means you can't have your coffee if you come for it. Or hot.
Recycle that, kidder.
Yep. Oh, that's good. That fire is roaring. It's not overly cold today, but it is very windy again. But you can proper feel the heat now. We've got like a roof up above our heads.
Yes. Melting.
We took time out, kind of put the kettle on. We put the jet boil on to boil our water. The spuds were in there from earlier on, and we just shouted out the idea. You know, I told, last time I spoke to you actually, I said I'll talk to Leon off camera about using the scaffolding poles, and that's exactly what we've done. Not to the extent I wanted to do it in, but this is just temporary.
Yeah,
we've got a heavier duty. We've got a more heavy duty tarp coming, so it'll be a bit better next time we do it. Can't move them. Did you eat the skin?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's all very temporary. We've just
Yeah,
guy lined it
just to
up.
get ideas bubbling away, innit, you know.
It is indeed.
Oh, that's lovely, that.
Just to see what we could potentially do with it. I mean, the sky's the limit. A lot of you have said, you know, I'm very lucky to have this woodland, blah blah blah, but the farmer's been my friend for a long time. The first clean-up video we did was in one of his woodlands. So it just goes to show, if you give a bit, you know, these people will give back.
Yeah.
So yeah, go and find a local farmer with a woodland. Ask him if he'd mind you going into his woodland so you could pick up all the rubbish. Take a brew kit with you. Make a brew in a couple of times. Pick it all up, take photos of it and get rid of it. And then go back and show him what you've done. Say, look, this is all the rubbish I've got from inside your wood. It's clean now.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I camp there from time to time just to keep an eye on it, make sure there's nobody chucking rubbish in there, no more rubbish accumulating? And 9 times out of 10 these people will be good to you as long as they see you're a good person and you're clearing up after yourself.
Yeah. Yummy, that, innit?
A lot of people ask me, the reason I went on that little 2-minute rant was because a lot of people have asked me how I got my permission. It just so happens I've known this farmer for years and years. I shoot all his pests. You all know I shoot. I shoot all his pigeons that are crapping on his £150,000 combine harvesters and stuff. So I just mentioned to him one day, would you mind if I camped in one of your woodlands? And then we went and had a look around that last woodland that Leon and I stayed in, and it was, you know, littered to high heaven. Not quite as bad as this one, but it is got a lot of litter in it. So we started cleaning it, and he came on the last day we were walking out, and he said to us, didn't he? He said, I got another little bit of land you can camp on, lads, but you'll have to wait till after shooting season. Look at that.
That's a nice sound. The birdies are tweeting, mate.
The birdies are treating it happy. But we came and saw this, and we were like kids in a sweet shop. We could do this, we could do that, we could do this. It's funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We could do this, we could. Show it.
Not had a proper night's sleep. Brain going tick, 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 tick.
I didn't recycle mine, because mine was ripped. I put mine in the bin. But yeah, it's showing its potential now. Hopefully I've got a friend of mine that used to work for the Forestry Commission coming and helping us with a few of these trees that have fallen over and got wedged in other trees, just to make it all that little bit more safe. That pine tree over there, have you seen that one? That's rocked up over and we walk under it every time to get to the vehicle. It's proper, bit of an arse twitcher, that one, I think. But yeah, we're just going to continue cleaning up around this area for the rest of today. Get rid of all the crap, try and make this area nice, and then we'll start working our way out a little bit further. I mean, the car area is pretty much sorted. Drive your car in and you can... I've got all the plastic and stuff up. I've got all the bigger bits out the way. We've cut the bottoms of the trees, so that area is pretty much sorted. There's a bit of deadfall on the grounds that we'll probably use for our fires when we bring the cars in. So all that's going to get tidied up over time. It's more this area, the ground dwelling area, we need to focus on. How long have I been rabbiting on for? Too long, 8 minutes, Jesus. I'll condense this bit and I'll keep fading it in and out. You can watch the fire burning down. I won't let you sit through 10 minutes of me rabbiting on and him not saying much. Right guys, we'll fetch you back when something interesting is going on. So I'm stood right next to the gate and I'm just giving you a quick pan of what it all looks like from this end. So that's running down the hedge line there. Over to the pheasant pen, just coming into shot now. There's the scaffolding structure, area for all the vehicles. Take a few steps forward so you can see what's going on. Looking so much better. I haven't picked up the these things here, these hazard strips, because what I thought with them is I'm gonna staple them. I'll borrow a stapler from somewhere, like a big staple gun, and I'll staple them to the posts. So when people are coming who haven't been before, they can see where the entrance is. So there'll be like some high vis strips on them. So yeah, good bit of area here. You can back a car between those two trees, back a car between those two trees. Plenty of communal area just here, and just have all the cars just surrounding. That's what my plan is anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Still got a few of these spindlies to cut off around the bottom of trees, which I need to bring the snips, as I call them, to get rid of all them. But yeah, I'm just walking in zigzags at the moment. Again, I do apologise for walking with the camera. It's not something I usually like doing, like too far, because it disorientates me when I'm watching it back. But we'll go back through the archway. I'm sure you will agree, it's starting to look a hell of a lot better. Sun is just behind me, just over here somewhere, and it's starting to go down. What I just quickly did off camera after the last bit you saw is just down here. I got rid of all the low hanging branches, all the dead branches that were dangling and getting a bit low. Already we've seen little birds coming in and out of here, so it's made it much better for us spotting stuff. And just cleaner, it looks just so much cleaner. You've got a clear archway, clear walk through now. What we're going to do next time in Bluegates Woods is we're going to clear up all around the cabin, all around the ruin. We want to start getting all these bricks up. What we're going to do with them to start off with is all the bricks that are down on the ground is we're going to build a temporary log store around the back of the chimney area. Then we're going to clear up obviously all the wood and everything that is down on the floor here, get rid of some of this chicken wire, just clear up all this garbage and all this crap that's around here. What I do need your help with now, again, and I do apologise, I need a help IDing these trees. This one here. I don't know if you can see that. It's mostly green. I mean the wood's green, as in it's got like mould or moss or something on it. It's really, really brittle. Snaps so easy. Most of it's dead. But right at the very tips, they have a little bit of life, little tiny leaves. Here, look at this. So it's not completely dead because it's got some little tiny leaves on it there. Hopefully you can see that, hopefully the camera's in focus. But yeah, I've been looking online to see what they are. I'm really not good with tree identification and stuff. I'm learning, very much learning. I can identify a beech and a walnut and a horse chestnut and all the common ones. But these little spindly buggers here, here's another one. And I haven't got a clue what it is. But yeah, they need to come out. They're everywhere. But yeah, this is the area we're going to focus on. There's some more bricks just down there. We'll basically build 2 brick walls there, not build as in cement and stuff, stack the bricks on top of each other and get some of this corrugated metal and just put it at the top at an angle, probably coming down that way actually. And we'll have a log store. We can cut up all this wood then and just chuck it in the log store and it'll have somewhere dry. Haven't really got much accomplished today. We've just been sat talking, catching up, eating a bit of food, having a lot of coffee. We did get rid of all the metal, all the big bits of metal. There are still a few bits about, but we got rid of the majority of it. Put a few more things in the big bag there. I cleared all that away, and what I did with the bits I'd cut is, walking you this way, sorry, just looking down on the floor, trip hazards, is I've stacked it all up here. Basically underneath this big pile of now offcuts is some asbestos, corrugated asbestos sheets. I've put all that on top because I don't want to start messing with asbestos. I'm not going to start moving it, I'm not going to touch it. Yeah, I'm not interested in touching it. So rather than do that, I'd rather put something on top of it just so it stops anybody else from walking on it, cracking it, doing any damage to it. But yeah, that's why I put them there, just so nobody can go near it. Becomes a haven for insects, a haven for hedgehogs and other small critters as well, so they can all hide under there and they can all be safe under there. What else have I done? That's about it really. Cleared all the big metal bits, dragged that bath which you saw earlier on, got rid of the gas tanks which have all gone. Yeah, and that's about it. Next time, as I say, we're going to concentrate in this area. We're leaving our little shelter up for the next few days, seeing how it copes with the wind. I've got nothing really more to say. Besides, I'll see you next time on cleaning up Bluegate Woods. You all take care, be safe, and I'll hopefully see you all very soon.